Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. My name is Daniel, also known as Witch Hats, and in the last episode we finally went and done it. We stole Kaneshiro's heart. And when he left, he kind of had this ominous, these ominous last words for us. He told us that there were others, and that there was someone else using the metaverse for his own gain. And he seemed to respect them a lot more than he was respecting us, because they were being criminals. Some people are just rotten to the core like that. Alright, but not really much to do. Have we talked to Morgana yet?
Okay.
All we can do now is wait and see what happens. There's no point in getting impatient now. I feel like we've talked to him, so let's go to bed.
Well then.
Now what we have to do is wait for them to have a change of heart. Tonight you can take it easy. Sounds good, let's sleep.
That Kaneshiro truly was an evil stain on society.
True enough.
Same with Kamoshida and Madarame too. They hurt and exploited others just to satisfy their desires.
Yeah, man, none of that's cool.
Still, there were people around them who noticed their terrible deeds, weren't there?
Yeah, I mean, probably a bunch of people noticed them.
I wonder why they turned a blind eye. Why doesn't anyone help?
Probably bystander, syndrome and stuff, where you think that someone else is gonna do it, or you just don't care enough. Or maybe they're too scared.
So it's because they don't have the courage. Humans are so weak.
Yeah, sometimes.
Humans. Hey, do you think I'll really be able to become a human?
I don't know, maybe.
When I touched the treasure, some memories came back. I tried to force myself to forget, but I really may not be human.
Oh dear. Just be confident in yourself, man.
Who do you think you're talking to? Now that I think about it, I gotta be human. I am the core of the Phantom Thieves, after all.
I feel like my bond with Morgana is growing deeper. And we got a rank up. And we also got Pickpocket. Chance to obtain an item when Joker performs a melee attack.
Alright.
Your Magician Confidant has increased to rank 5. You will now earn more EXP from Arcana Burst when fusing personas of the Magician Arcana.
Come on. It's not good for you to stay up this late. Let's go to sleep.
Sounds good, man. Aw, man.
Our master wishes to speak with you. Heed his words.
Alright.
You've defeated the repulsive fiend of gluttony this time. Well done. I am glad to see you have devoted yourself to your rehabilitation.
You are not worthy of such kind words, inmate. I suggest you treasure them.
Do you recall the whispers about that strange man?
The other metaverse user?
Even a chicken could remember something that important. Don't sound so cocky about it.
This is about the cases of those people who shut down, is it not?
Indeed. I speak of another with powers similar to yours.
Oh dear.
If you are to complete your rehabilitation, you may encounter him eventually.
Oh, we know he's a him.
Yet another thing for me to look forward to.
Also, if Hikar says powers similar to mine, I wonder if he means personas in general, or specifically my powers, as in another wild card user.
I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift.
Aw, man.
It would be greatly troubling if you were to not strengthen your abilities.
I feel like my bond with Igor is growing deeper. High Arcana Burst increases the EXP bonus granted by Arcana Burst, so we got more. We got more EXP. Heck yeah! Also, Fool rank 6. That's surprising. Normally Fool is normally one of those ranks that ranks up with the story, and this one does. But like, normally it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be this far along yet.
All right.
It seems to imply that we're almost done with the story. You have learned the ability High Arcana Burst from Igor.
It's time, inmate.
Aw, man.
Return to your world.
Hello? It's me, Makoto. Were you sleeping?
No, just woke up. Actually, I'm still asleep.
I assume it's okay if you're able to make such jokes. There's something I feel I should let you know. Kaneshiro contacted me.
Oh, man.
Kaneshiro?
He said he's calling off our debt. It seems he's disposed of all the photographs as well.
Oh, man.
And, my sister and her team have taken him into custody.
Oh, man.
What?
It appears they did not want him to disappear, if you know what I mean.
His group was called a mafia after all. I wouldn't put silencing him past them.
Does this mean we were successful in changing his heart?
Sounds like it.
It's hard to say for sure yet.
What do you mean it's hard to say for sure? He called off for debt with no big deal, and he got rid of the photographs.
I see. What about those psychotic breakdowns that Kaneshiro mentioned?
Yeah, we were gonna worry about that later.
I'm not sure. But I assume he was talking about the incidents that have been all over the news lately. It really may be related to the other person who has been entering palaces.
True. That said, all we can do now is wait until Kaneshiro's change of heart becomes clear to us.
Yep.
Thank you.
This humidity is overwhelming.
Good morning. It's quite hot today. By the way, Kaneshiro's deadline is this weekend, isn't it? His change of heart draws near. The Phantom Thieves will be even more renowned than before when this goes public. I can't wait.
Indeed.
I suppose. It's not a bad feeling to have your efforts recognized. I bet we'll get more requests on that message board too. I think we should take care of all the cases we have now while we still have the chance. Well, I'll see if it's in the schedule for this week. Probably not, though. Oh, man. I think you may already know this. I think you may know this already. But I've been ordered by Principal Kobayakawa to look for the culprits. Culprits? Yes, the ones responsible for the calling card. Oh, yeah. I asked that you try not to stand out for a while. By the way, I usually spend my time in the student council room. If there's ever an emergency, feel free to come find me there. Alright, sounds good. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to save, because I want to check something real quick. Alright, sorry about that, guys. While I was recording this, the audio was crackling, and sometimes my capture card does that and it's fine, and sometimes my capture card does it and it means it's like really bad. So I just wanted to like stop and make sure the video up until that point was good, and it was, so everything's good. I just wanted to verify that like the crackling wasn't, you know, skipping frames or something, because it has in the past done that to me before, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't doing that to me now. But anyways, Makoto messaged us and was like, hey, if you're ever free, if you ever need anything, I'll be in the student council room. She said in, but she means outside of the student council room, and
Hey,
I've yet to hear anything from Kaneshiro. All we can do now is wait until our time limit. Do you need something on the third floor? Have you come to study in the library, perhaps? Aw man, good times. But nah, I came to see you.
Do you have a minute?
It seems your studies have paid off. Have you been working hard? It seems like I have enough knowledge to invite Makoto out. Heck yeah. This may be a good opportunity to deepen my bond with her. Heck yeah. There's something I want to ask you, if it doesn't get in the way of your studies, that is. I can lend an ear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now then, let's find somewhere better to talk. The courtyard should do. Man, the courtyard.
Hey, I have a question to ask you. Is that okay?
Of course.
Up until now, I've been the quintessential honor student. I believe I've been handling my position as student council president with ease as well. And I don't mean that in a boasting way, that's simply how I've thought about it. But in the end, I was unable to make any kind of impact with either Suzui-san or Kaneshiro. Turns out there's no use for a rule-abiding honor student when things get rough. Now that I'm a member of this team, I want to do everything I can to help you all. All my studying up to this point has kept me quite narrow-minded. I think I will need to broaden my horizons somewhat.
Broadening your horizons, huh? What do you plan on doing?
My first step will be to learn more about the other students. But I struggle with that. There seems to be a disparity between my tastes and those of my peers.
Well, just tell them you ride a motorcycle. I'm sure a bunch of them will be like, "Oh man, that's totally cool." Mostly Ryuji though, so maybe not. I mean, I don't really know your interests, so I don't know what to say either way. I guess you're right.
I knew it. I don't even know where people like to go for fun.
Well, roller coasters, I guess, but I don't like those either, so.
It would be nice to have a grasp of such concepts. Plus, the student council must be responsible for understanding the student body they serve, right?
Something like that.
I don't mean that in a surveillance way, I just want to know them as people.
Sounds good.
I may be a Phantom Thief, but that's no excuse for me to start ignoring my presidential duties.
Although I would recommend not stalking any more people. I mean, I thought it was cute, but I'm biased, so.
Now, back to the topic at hand. Where do people usually go for fun?
Well, I think all of these are good answers. I would particularly prefer going to the arcade myself.
I often hear people talking about going to the arcade. To be perfectly honest, I've never been to one myself.
I mean, to be honest, I've never been to one myself either, but that's because there's not any good ones around here. And that's kind of like how it is all the time, everywhere. Because in Japan, they have awesome arcades, but then here, it's like, arcades are just kind of lame.
Do you think you could take me? I'm not sure if it'll broaden my horizons per se, but simply studying won't get me anywhere.
Yeah, sure. It'll be a... Nah, let's go now.
Thank goodness. I think I would have been totally lost in there had I gone by myself. Well, let's get going.
Heck yeah! Spending time with Makoto.
So, this is where everyone comes to enjoy themselves.
Well, not it. Pardon me. Well, not everyone, but, most people.
There are more girls here than I expected. Hey, over there! You play by aiming the gun at the screen, right? That actually seems somewhat realistic.
Wanna try it?
If it's okay with you, do you think you could teach me?
Sure thing.
I did it! No way!
Makoto's loud playing is garnering quite a bit of attention. She seems to be too engrossed in the game to even notice, though.
Oh, so this is how it is.
She says that so matter-of-factly. You were really into it.
Of course, that was just a game, but I wonder if I could apply some of the techniques I learned here during battle.
Probably. That just might work.
Perhaps going somewhere I don't normally frequent is what helped me come up with that idea. You know, it may only be a little bit, but I think I'm starting to understand how people pass time.
What did you do to pass time? Just literally study all day? I mean, even if it's reading books for your own pleasure, that still counts as reading and not studying.
Interesting. I would have never even thought about coming here before.
I would even argue if you were just even if you're reading books about subjects that you'd find out at school, like if you were reading science books, that's still reading. Like as long as it's not for a class, it's no longer studying. At that point, it becomes reading, and that's a pastime. It was a new side of you. I think it was cute, but I think everything you do is cute because I'm biased.
Hey, do you think you could help me out again later?
Absolutely.
I might be able to give the team more ideas if I can gain increased knowledge outside of my studies.
I look forward to it.
I need to live up to your expectations now that I've taken up your time.
Oh, don't worry. If the schedule would let me, I would just like literally only spend time with you.
Perhaps it won't be immediately, but I'm sure I can be of use.
But then again, I'm pretty sure everyone would stop watching my Let's Play at that point. I can sense a strong resolve from Makoto. Oh shit, what's Sai gonna say about her sister?
There must have been people who obstructed your actions as the Phantom Thieves. You managed to overcome them because you had someone who specialized in analyzing enemies.
I had someone who very specialized in analyzing enemies. Wait, analyzing enemies? That's not Makoto.
Isn't that right?
I mean, you're not wrong, but that has nothing to... Analyzing enemy... Like, no, that's not what Makoto does. What? Like, that is a job.
Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow.
That is a job someone does.
It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity.
But that's not Makoto's job.
With the birth of the priestess persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
The closest person who does that right now is Morgana. Whenever you, like, check out an enemy, he's like, I don't know what to do here because you've never fought this enemy before. Shadow Calculus allows you to see skills and potential item drops on the analysis screen.
Alright.
Oh man, what does that have to do with calculus, though? I don't know.
By the way, you went to the red light district when you were chasing after Kaneshiro, right?
Something like that.
I'd like to go there as well. No, not for my own purposes. To tell you the truth, I recently got a report that one of our students was spotted there.
Oh man, was it Ryuji? He was wearing the uniform.
I'm skeptical, but I'd like to confirm firsthand for myself.
No, yeah, Ryuji definitely went there once. Also, I've been there like a bunch of times.
Well, it's getting late. Let's go home.
But then again, I don't think me being there would make anyone
See ya.
bat an eyelash. Because it's like, oh, the delinquent student who punched a guy is at the red light district. He must really be a criminal.
Ah, you're back.
Ah, I'm back. Kaneshiro got rid of those photos, right? That's what he said. You think we can trust him? I doubt he'd lie if he really had a change of heart. Looks like we're all clear then. We can't be sure of that just yet. What? Really? This is stupid. Yeah, this has happened how many times? Like 3 times now. Can we just be optimistic and like realize, hey, look, this is a thing that happened. You mean he might not have had a change of heart? He absolutely had a change of heart. No, I'm relatively certain he did. That's not the issue. Despite Kaneshiro's change, his organization remains intact. Oh, okay. I can only hope they don't abscond with the photographs. You mean like run off with it? I guess that is possible. After all, loss of the leader does not necessarily spell out the demise of the group. That is merely common knowledge. But the opposite sometimes holds true as well. Some groups that lack a strong guiding hand will simply crumble. So this all depends on which way it goes. We'll be fine. All we can do now is pray the pieces fall in our favor. Hopefully Kaneshiro's confession motivates the police to crack down on the Mafia. I would love nothing more than to see them all defeated once and for all. That part will be up to Makoto's sis. That aside, we've done everything we can for the time being. All that remains now is to wait until the results become clear.
Hey!
By the way, you know that dirty gear we found in the palace? Maybe we can use it if we clean it up. I think there was a laundromat by the public bath. We should be able to wash it there, right? Should be. But tonight we are going. Actually, speaking of going to the red light district, tonight we are going to the red light district. Yeah. All right, here we are. Sorry about that. Had to cough. And we're talking to Chihaya again. Oh, you're Karusu-san from the other day, right? I remember you. You had a very abnormal destiny, as I recall. Yeah, you said I was gonna die. You wanted to purchase a holy stone, huh? For just 100,000 yen, you can change your fate. For that much, it'd better not only change your fate, but it'd also give you incredible luck. If you do end up buying one, we should go home and test it out. Well, what do you want to do? I'll buy one. Thank you very much. Here you go. And for the record, this is why throughout the entirety of Kaneshiro's dungeon, I was like, I need money. It was because of that. I wanted to have enough money for that, and then, like, actually living. It's the smart thing to do, considering this is the only way to avoid misfortune. I feel like this is disingenuous, but it's already charged with a happiness aura, so you'll feel the effects right away. Don't forget to recharge it with moonlight every 3 days. What if I do forget? What happens then? Please stop by again and let me know how your fate changed. Goodbye. I should head home. Alright, that was quick. You're back. I was just about to close up shop, but I forgot to turn the stove off. I guess you start forgetting things more the older you get.
Hey!
Last time we went to that fortune teller, the chief won the lottery. I wonder what kind of luck we'll have this time around. It should be awesome, right? I mean, we paid 100,000 yen for this holy... Ow, what the heck? Hey, can't you keep this thing a little cleaner? I can't be comfortable with all this gravel at the bottom of the... Wait, Akira, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey.
Hey, do you mind looking over the shop while I...
For real?
The stone shattered. What's gotten into you?
Whoa!
Huh? This tastes salty. Hey, the holy stone is just salt. Akira, what's going on? I'm just a bit salty. You're salty? That reminds me, I was about to head out and grab some salt for the shop. I'll be back in a bit. I think this is technically rock salt. I've seen the chief grinding some up before. Wait, in that case, maybe the holy stone is supposed to help you get better at cooking. That doesn't make any sense. That fortune teller tricked us. What? You're saying she scammed us out of 100,000 yen? She gave us rocks. I mean rock salt. We could have bought loads of fatty tuna with that money. Dude, I could have bought so many maids with that money, man.
No way.
So that holy stone was really just a phony stone in the end. Haha, I see what you did there. That fortune teller's name was Chihaya, right? She clearly has some kind of mystical power, but this is just unacceptable.
Hey.
We need to go complain to her. It turns out the holy stone I bought from Chihaya was a fake. I should go talk to her and try to figure out her true intentions. Alright. Well, it looks like things are going down.
Really?
Shogi? That's a grandpa's game to get into now. Nah, it's back in fashion. There's a lot of young Shogi pros out there right now. I've been following Hifumi Togo. She's incredibly skilled for a high school student, not to mention pretty. She hasn't played much lately though. I heard she practices alone in a church somewhere. She plays Shogi in a church? I don't get it. Seems strange.
Hey, hey!
Hey, did you hear what those two said? The pretty Shogi player?
Hey, wait!
That's what you're focused on? Anyway, I think you should consider learning Shogi. Shogi strategies might be useful during the battles in the metaverse. Maybe.
Hi!
Alright everyone, quiet down. I'm changing my lesson for today. Instead of a regular class, we'll be reviewing last week's materials. I suggest you listen carefully. But don't think you can slack off, okay? I absolutely won't allow it. No slacking off. Kawakami's graciously given us this free time, so we better put it to good use.
What do you want to do?
So, what's the plan? Let's read. And we are reading the rest of the Medjed Menace. Do you have any virtuous... do you have any virus protection? Introducing the newest software.
What are your thoughts?
There's danger afoot in the internet world too, it seems.
Oh!
So, you finished reading Medjed Menace. They were like gentlemen thieves targeting evil corporations, but now they're glory-seeking hackers. They're sort of like us Phantom Thieves in that nobody knows exactly who they are. That section on computer security was difficult, but I'm sure you gained some knowledge from it. Alright. Look at all that knowledge. Heck yeah.
Alright.
Akira's knowledge has improved.
You got it!
Ah, that was great. We should thank Kawakami for this later. And after school today, we are going to Shibuya. Shibuya. Central Street. Because, now that we've done reading one book, we never want to never have a book to not read. I mean, no.
Welcome.
We never don't. We always want it. Let me try to not use double negatives. We always want to have a book to read, and since we finished the last one, we're buying Tidying the Heart. Which sounds kind of lame. But, probably works somehow. And then we're going to the diner, which is conveniently right next door. And we're going to order, once we get the waitress here.
Oh!
The rain's keeping the customers away. Welcome, may I take your order? Yes, I would like, I recommend our new item, the fruity. Nope, we're not having new fruity, we're having hot coffee. Because we're lame. I got it, I'll be right back with your order. Hey, how many cups does that make?
Man...
I can't believe you stayed this long just ordering coffee. You've got some guts. Oh man. Guts up.
Alright.
Akira's guts has improved.
Hey!
Looks like your studying went well too. Knowledge. And even more knowledge, because...
Nice!
I was able to study really well because the cafe is empty because of the rain.
Alright.
I love it when a plan comes
Wanna head
together.
back?
Well, that should be enough for today. Come on, let's go home. And now it is evening.
Rain, huh?
I'm getting sick of how few customers I get during the rainy season. You know, I've been curious. What's Kosei like? Is it filled with guys like Yusuke? I imagine there are a lot of different people there. Now that you mention it, I have one very interesting classmate. She is a female shogi player, and seemingly quite the skilled one at that. Are you talking about Hifumi Togo? I remember hearing she's a student at Kosei. They say she's the most beautiful shogi player around right now. Dude, that sounds too good to be true. Give me some more info. I do not know much about her. She's not the kind of person to let others close to her. It sounds like she only focuses on her shogi pursuits. After all, it is said she is a lone genius. However, I have heard she is commonly seen at the church over in Kanda. For real? We gotta go! You'll probably get struck down by a bolt of lightning if you go there for that ulterior motive. That ain't it. This is for the Phantom Thieves. I mean, Shogi's kind of battle, right? She's got to know all sorts of insane strategies and stuff. That is quite the stretch. Churches are supposed to be holy. Don't do this, Ryuji. I don't know what it is about that line. Just don't do this, Ryuji. You guys are gonna pay for this one day. Akira, you go spy on her for me. Find out if she really is as cute as they say she is. Let's ignore that idiot. Anyway, a shogi expert, huh? Striking an enemy with but a moment's inspiration, skillfully strategizing towards victory. Those might actually be good tactics to know for our work, but let's not tell Ryuji that, because then he'll get ideas. They say she's at the church in Kanda, right? We should check it out when you have the time. Alright, we unlocked a new location. I don't know what it is about that line. It's it's just the freaking, don't do this, Ryuji.
I have something.
Like, you can hear the just disappointment in Makoto's voice.
Oh,
Even though it's just a text. Let's call Kawakami, because that's what we're doing tonight. Hold on, it's you. I barely get any customers on rainy days. As long as you request me, I'll do your housework for just 5,000 yen. I don't think my bond with Kawakami will deepen just yet.
hey,
It'll cost you 5,000 yen, but are you going to call Kawakami over? Yes I am, because there's a very specific reason. I don't have to worry about money. I got a bunch of money in
then I'll head over.
Kaneshiro's dungeon. Okay, I'll get dropped off from the store then. Please clean up your room and wait for me. I'll do your housework for you. Just make sure you clean up your room first. Oh yeah, we should thank her for the thing. The classwork. The class time. Thanks for letting me slack off in class. Is it my imagination, or does she not look well? She probably doesn't look well. I feel like my bond with Kawakami will grow stronger soon.
I'll see you later then.
Well, see you.
It's quite hot today.
Oh man, it's Makoto. Good morning, it's hot today, Anne. Kaneshiro's deadline is drawing near. We did all we could. I hope we can avoid problems now. We'll be fine. As expected from someone who's been through this 3 times already. If you say so, then yes, I'm sure it'll go well. See, Makoto trusts me. Why doesn't anyone else trust me? People just need to stop worrying and, like, believe that we're good.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, today is the Tanabata, the Star Festival. Today is Tanabata, the Star Festival. Not like that means I'll put up bamboo decorations and write my wish on a piece of paper, though. I'm not feeling it this year. Oh, but there's a traditional food associated with Tanabata, just as chocolate is to Valentine's Day.
How about...
Oh, Kurusuke. It's always me. What's the traditional food of Tanabata? The answer is somen.
That's correct.
Right. Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised. You actually care about seasonal holidays and stuff? Originally, in China, they ate a baked good that we call sakube in Japanese to appease demons. Over time, that pronunciation went from sakube to Sakamen to Somen, a wholly different food. Hey, did you know that? I had no idea. Maybe he actually is smart. I'm reading these
Nice
even though
going.
everyone has said this already. And I get more knowledge up, but for some reason I'm still stuck at 3. Going with the theme of calming demons, Somen on Tanabata is sometimes called demon guts. Go restore your strength with some seasonal food and get ready for your exams. Oh man, exams! I forgot those were a thing. Oh yeah, it's almost finals time. They start on the 13th, right? There's less than a week left. Are you gonna be ready? I am already ready. I'm, like, scholarly in my knowledge. Even though there's 2 more ranks I could be. Alright, here we go. So, today... Ooh, yes. Today. I like today's schedule. Today we're hanging out with Makoto again. Makoto. Hey.
Hey,
I've yet to hear anything from Kaneshiro. Oh, we can... Yep, you've said that already. About our trip to the Red Light District. Do you have time today? Heck yeah. So what's it gonna be? Do you want to hang out with Makoto? Heck yeah, always.
alright.
All the time. Great, let's meet up after we change out of our uniforms. Well, I'm gonna go take a walk while you're busy with her. Let me know when you're ready to leave. Thanks, Morgana. Morgana respects that I need some alone time with Makoto. There are so many people here. I guess this is really the biggest red light district in Asia, huh? Apparently, this place was a hotbed for criminals and illegal immigrants before they installed surveillance cameras. I heard there were quite a few brothels as well. We're very well informed. Is actually the correct answer for that. We're back to things mattering. Throughout this entire episode, everything else I've answered hasn't mattered, but this matters now. Well, I heard a great deal about it from my father. This is the first time I've actually been here myself, though. Regardless, it's become far safer now than it used to be. Of course, the surveillance cameras played a substantial role in that. But it was mainly thanks to the police efforts to clean up the area.
But
Even so, there's no way to eradicate crime entirely. It seems the operations nowadays are only better hidden.
shall we go?
Anyway, seeing is believing, yes? Come on, let's have a look around. At Makoto's request, we walked separately through Shinjuku. Countless men tried to start conversations with her. Did we lose him? That guy was so persistent.
Oh my.
He must have been a scout for a hostess club. He mentioned how his girls get paid a lot to wear cute dresses. All I wanted to do was ask if any Shujin students worked there, but he nearly dragged me inside with him. If you hadn't been there to rescue me, that was pretty dangerous. I would have liked to say the flustered answer, but this would actually mattered and I couldn't. For him, maybe. I thought I was gonna have to knock him out. I'm glad no one had to get hurt, though. I guess that's how they do it. I've learned something new today.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
and thanks again. It seems you have a knack for helping me out. I hope I can do the same for you someday. I can feel quiet motivation from Makoto. Heck yeah! And now Makoto has Baton Pass.
Alright.
Which is gonna come... Which now she goes from, like, awesome to, like, twice as awesome. That aside, even though this is a shopping district, there are absolutely no students around here. And definitely no Shujin students, though I guess they wouldn't come in uniform either way. Well then. Huh? Aw man, a person in a Shujin uniform. Going into a place. That was...
Did you notice this?
I used to be in the same class as her. But why is she here? The after-school salon, rather. It's not a saloon. Why is this, doesn't matter. So, why is it called a salon? I'm not sure, but it seems suspicious. I'll have to ask her about it. Oh, and I'd like you to be there too, as my witness. Would that be okay? Sure thing. Well, we've spent quite a bit of time here. Let's head back to the station.
All right then.
Thank you for today. Alright. So, Makoto was right. There is a Shujin student doing things in the red light district that isn't me. According to Yusuke's info, there's a famous shogi player in Kanda, right? If we have time, why don't we go meet them? Unfortunately, we don't have time because we have a fortune teller lady to chew out because she sold us rock salt. Rock salt. That is not the fast travel button. Rock salt for like frickin'. Oh, we just came from here too. We should have just stayed here. Well, I guess we couldn't have walked Makoto home, which is the romantic thing to do. So I'm glad we did it. But never mind. I gotta wait my turn. Obviously, there's someone else talking to him. Never mind. Doesn't look like she's gonna leave. So.
Hey.
Let's ask Chihaya about the Holy Stone. She's with a client. Sounds like they're talking about the Holy Stone. Do you want to eavesdrop on them? Let's eavesdrop. How are you healing? I'm fine. It's my fault anyway. Yuya said so. He says he doesn't want to hit me, but I just make him so mad. I suggest you break up with him. Things are only going to get worse at this rate. But I'm the only person that cares about him. If I leave, how will he survive? Please, is there any other way?
Now.
Let us ask the tarot. O divine power, shed light upon her fate.
Is this?
Yes, I've seen everything. I can sense a dark presence within your boyfriend. His heart seems to be possessed by a demon. This demon may hide itself away at times, but when it strikes, it will bring with it great misery. What kind of misery? You will be hospitalized for severe injuries suffered in a domestic abuse incident, and he will be arrested. What? Hospitalized? Arrested? I knew I shouldn't have let Yuya throw my holy stone away. He said I shouldn't be wasting my money on some dumb rock, that I should be giving it to him instead. This is my punishment for letting him do that, right? Please, let me buy another one from you.
What?
What? You want another? My next stone will need to be even bigger. I'm a little low on cash at the moment, but you said I could pay up to 36 installments, right? Truthfully, I feel breaking up with him would be the best. I can't abandon Yuya.
For real?
She really thinks her boyfriend will stop being abusive as long as she has a holy stone? There's no way that could be true, right? The thing was a fake, remember? Right, it would make our jobs easier if you could really change someone's heart with a holy stone. It's clear that Chihaya has some fortune-telling skills, but that stone isn't going to do anything. Hey, Akira, why don't we change that Yuya guy's heart ourselves? I mean, he's hurting this woman here, right? This is the perfect chance for the Phantom Thieves to save her. Meowing.
What?
Hey, were you eavesdropping on us? That's an invasion of privacy, you know. And doesn't matter what we say here, so that stone won't help her. That's not true.
The thing is...
You see, some fates in this world are simply inescapable. The demon within your boyfriend's heart cannot be exercised by normal human methodologies, except mine. Fate is absolute. Although, I guess you might be able to control the demon's temper if you bought another holy stone. I'm not entirely sure who you are. But do you know of another way I can approach this problem? What's your boyfriend's name? Huh? His full name is Yuya Uchimura. Why do you want to know? What are you planning on doing? Oh, don't worry. Just planning on changing his heart is all. Yes. What do you expect to change with that meager information? Oh, you will be surprised. I'm going to change fate. What? You honestly believe you can do something? I know I can do something. I trust you.
Goodness
Excuse
gracious.
me? It feels like he's telling the truth. Besides, Yuya has all my money. He's gonna pay me back someday. But for now, I would rather put my trust in this one boy than in 36 payments for a holy stone. What? You, what do you think you're doing? If you keep making false accusations like that, the divine power will rain punishment down upon you. You look so pleased with yourself. I've seen everything. A vision of you groveling on the ground.
Fine.
Fate cannot be changed, and I will prove that fact to you. If that woman stays with her abusive boyfriend, she will meet a horrible injury within a year's time. Now, if you honestly believe you can change your destiny, go ahead and try. But once you realize the error in your thinking, come back and let a true expert handle things. I will save her, with a holy stone. Well then, are we done here? I'm way too busy for this. And we got a request. Ending the boyfriend's abuse. Ah, we were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something until we get there? Sounds good. We are going to read Tidying the Heart. The secret to decluttering is a pure and serene heart. Is this book really about cleaning, or is it training you to become a monk?
Hey!
Oh, I didn't realize how long you've been reading. So, how far did you get? Seems like you still have some left. Oh, we're at the station.
By the way,
It may be the turning point between seasons, but this heat, this must be global warming. We're all destined to fade away like the ice at the South Pole. Speaking of ice, shaved ice is one of the symbols of summer. Usually sold at festivals, they come in many varieties, such as melon and strawberry. Kurusakun, let me ask you a question. Oh man.
do you know the answer?
What is a common trait of almost all shaved ice syrups on the market? That they have the same flavor.
Correct.
Correct. The truth is, almost all kinds of syrup have the same flavor. The ingredients used are corn syrup, fragrance, food coloring. It's essentially sugar water. Try closing your eyes, plugging your nose, and tasting shaved ice with just your tongue. You'll likely be unable to tell what flavor it is. The cold, sweet strawberry flavor is just a deception of summer produced by color and smell. Wow, he got it right? Is he really a delinquent? Yup, I'm really a delinquent.
Nice going!
And I must be really smart because I did not rank up.
All right.
It feels like it takes forever for that to happen. Like every time, I'm always surprised at how long it is between ranks up. Especially like after the third rank. But before you can enjoy the sweet illusions of summer, you have... No, pardon me. You have very real exams waiting for you. They start next week on the 13th. Well, good luck.
For real?
Less than a week, huh? For real? Even Morgana's saying it. Everyone should just say for real all the time. Less than a week, huh? Have you been studying? Hey, we can't just let that abuse case go unaddressed. The target should be in mementos. Let's hurry up and deal with them. Can't do. Gotta go to work. Haven't worked in a while. Should probably work. Even though, like, this is like the last... I worked at this place, I'm working at the flower shop today, and that was the last place I also worked at. So, like, really, like, it's the beef bowl shop that I haven't worked at in forever. I feel like I can develop my kindness by working here. So, what are you doing? What are you going to do here today? All work. Oh right, I didn't explain things to you the last time. We'll occasionally get orders for bouquets, in which case I'd like you to pick out the flowers. I'll vary your pay based on how pleased the customers are with what you chose. Oh, and if you get stuck, I suggest you study up with the Flowerpedia.
Next?
You can do it. Akira-kun, we have an order for a bouquet. Please handle it.
I'm counting on you.
The customer is looking for large, brightly colored flowers. Pick 3 that fit that description.
Okay.
Alright, let's make sure we pick the right flowers. The request is for large, brightly colored flowers. I bet light colors or white would even work too. Which flower will you pick first? Let's see. Well, a large red flower, scarlet rose. That's one. Okay, pick the second flower now. Small orange flower. Nope, it's small. A large yellow flower, gold gerbera. Yep, that's another one. On to the third and final flower. So hold on. Normal blue size, small orange, shiny red, small, large pink, large pink. A gecko orchid. Yep, that's also large. The order is for large, brightly colored flowers. Is this okay? This should be good. All of these are large. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll love it.
That's great.
Our customer was extremely happy. Well, here's your pay for today. I give you a little bonus because of how well you did. Aw man. Aw man! Heck yeah. Look at that money.
Good work.
I kind of spent half of it the other day on assault, so I kind of definitely want more money.
Nice.
Work went great today. Living surrounded by flowers might be your true calling, and you were good with the customers too. Aw man. Aw man, look at all that kindness I got.
All right.
Akira's kindness has improved.
Wanna head back?
Alright, we should head home.
You're back.
The deadline's tomorrow. We gonna be okay? The pictures are gone. He has no avenue to threaten us anymore. That is, if we're able to trust what Kaneshiro said. Okay, see, what Yusuke brought up the last time, with like maybe his goons might have taken the pictures and might be doing something, would be a good thing. But that's just stupid. That's just Yusuke. We've been through this. We can't relax just yet. He may still end up released from police custody. For real? That is, unless they have decisive evidence like a confession. It'll be fine. True, there does seem to be some movement. Sis actually sent me a message saying she won't be home tonight. There's a chance that the police have found their breakthrough. Ooh, does that mean it happened? The timing is perfect. I guess let's just hope for the best. I'm gonna stay up all night watching the news to find out. Alright, Ryuji, you do that. You're gonna be tired, but you do that. First things first. I'm gonna feed... I worked at a flower shop all day, and now I'm feeding some more plants. Shouldn't you give it some plant nutrients by now? Heck yeah. You're gonna use that one? You must really care about this plant. I care about it so much that look at all this kindness I have.
All right.
That should do it for a while. And now that we're done with that, we're going downstairs. And going over here. And going to the phone.
Oh.
Are you thinking of calling Kawakami? Because we are thinking of calling Kawakami. Hello? Are you perhaps Karusa-san? That voice on the phone wasn't Kawakami. Maybe you should ask for more details? Who is this? This is the head nurse at Aoyama Hospital, speaking on behalf of Kawakami-san. Kawakami-san fainted and is currently hospitalized at our facility. Do you know our hospital's address? Her room number is? This isn't good. Let's head over there right away. Oh man, this is real bad. This is real bad.
Jeez.
I'm just a little overworked. No need to make a deal. I'm just a little overworked. No need to make a big deal about it, okay? Haha. She doesn't even say okay. Where did I get okay? But thanks for coming all this way to visit me. How could I collapse at a time like this? I really need to make some money. How am I gonna make today's payment? There you are. What's going on, Miss Kawakami? I called the school, but no one answered.
What?
Takase-san. You contacted the school? Well, you weren't answering your phone. And when I thought you finally answered, it was a nurse who told us you were here. It's really an inconvenience for us when you miss a payment, you know. Now, it's not like she wanted to collapse. But our credit card payment is coming up soon, so we'll need you to transfer the money. I'm sorry. These are Takase-kun's guardians, the ones I mentioned the other day. They took care of him. Who's this? He's one of my students. He came to visit me. Messing around with another student, huh? Ha ha ha. You never learn, do you? After all you did to him. I'm sorry. So, when are you going to transfer the money? I should be able to send it out tomorrow. Don't pay them! Kurusu-kun. Stay out of this. Don't ask so tough, kid. Our precious adopted son, Taiki, died because of this woman. Honestly, she should have been fired. That's not... And yet, she still doesn't know her place, and she still continues to teach. We're gonna need you to show some remorse for what you did to him. In a material and undeniable way. I understand. I will pay you. So... It's not like we're trying to extort you. But who was it that convinced Taiki to start studying when he needed to be working? The schoolwork on top of his part-time jobs overwhelmed him, which led to that accident. Poor Taiki. It's almost like he was murdered. So you no longer feel regret? In that case, perhaps we should sue the Board of Education. Should we have a chat with your school? Either way, your day as a teacher would be over. Well, we're looking forward to receiving your payment. I have to figure out a way to make more money. I guess transferring to our sister company is the only way. Come on. Whoops. Think this through more. Haha, I can't believe I'm getting scolded by my student. Why? Why are you so interested in helping me? I'm not worth it. You know what? I'm gonna stop worrying about it. The money, I'll pay it. I'll do everything Master tells me to do. Meow. I'm so tired. All I really want is a way to apologize to Takase-kun. So if his guardians demand money, then I'll just have to pay them. I don't think that's the right choice. Sorry, I'm not quite back to 100% yet, so my thoughts are all over the place. I'm going to get some rest. I appreciate you coming to visit me today. It made me really happy. I feel that Kawakami is starting to depend on me. Alright, rank up. And we got Super Housekeeping. Allows you to also request Kawakami to make curry or infiltration tools for you.
Alright.
Your Temperance Confidant has increased to rank 7. You'll now earn more EXP from Arcana Burst. Cough, cough. I'll be released first thing tomorrow morning, so don't worry. The IVs here work really well. Visiting hours are over.
I'll see you later then.
Get home safe, okay? Look at all those police cars. Did something happen? Looks like they're searching the premises. Another psychotic breakdown? I can't handle this. Does it have something to do with those posters we saw? Did they arrest the Phantom Thieves? Aw, man. More people believe in us. That means something good happened. Shibuya's fucked. I heard they caught some criminal. People are saying it was foretold by a calling card. Oh, I know about that. I saw them in Shibuya. That Phantom Thieves forum is super active. There's a forum? What's it called? I want to see.
Oh, man.
It's so hot.
Who cares?
Did you catch the news report this morning about the Mafia boss getting busted? Apparently, someone scattered calling cards all across Shibuya just before his arrest. Remember that Kamishita scandal? They say the same thing happened, that someone left a calling card. Madarami too, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think it's the Phantom Thieves? If so, I'm impressed. I can't believe they actually steal hearts.
No matter how hard they looked, even our organized crime department couldn't catch Junya Kaneshiro. And yet he simply turned himself in. Even confessed all his crimes. The Phantom Thieves.
Is it a crime to manipulate someone's heart?
Depending on the means, yes. He's absolutely right.
Even if it makes someone admit their evil deeds and helps make them pay for their crimes?
I hope she hasn't fallen under their influence.
Definitely not, Sai. You don't need to worry.
The Phantom Thieves. Damn it.
Oh yeah, Ketchy. What now? What now? We caught a criminal that you couldn't catch. Where's your detective, like, stuff now?
Now everyone.
I heard the leader of the crime ring that was causing trouble in Shibuya got caught. It seems like some of our students have been victimized by them, so we can breathe easy for now. I'm thankful to the police for arresting the perp, even though they're just doing their job. By the way, perp is police slang. You might have heard the stars in police procedurals say it. It's short for perpetrator. Speaking of stars, can you answer this question, Kurusu-san?
Give me
Aw,
an
man.
answer.
What is the sum of angles A through E? The answer here is 180 degrees.
This is it.
Very good.
That's correct. Sum of A through E is the same as the sum of the internal angles of a triangle, 180 degrees. Wow, really?
Nice go.
Wow, you must be really smart to answer a question like that. Yeah, or I have a guide. Either or.
All right.
But anyways, I was laughing at the whole perp thing because of the Hi, I'm Daisy comics. And particularly Dojima. It goes... I've already quoted it, but... By the way, there are rumors that the Phantom Thieves took down the perp this time, Kaneshiro. I remember their name, that was, with that bit on Madarame, as well as the incident in May. Is this a new urban legend? Anyway, please prepare for your tests starting Wednesday, and don't be distracted by rumors like that.
Yep.
Looks like we succeeded in changing Kaneshiro's heart. A lot of people are talking about the Phantom Thieves, too.
Hell yeah! Kaneshiro finally confessed!
Hell yeah!
People have been making a huge deal of it since the police announcement.
It's difficult to accept that the authorities are taking all of the credit for his arrest.
People are going nuts about the Phantom Thieves online, though. Look!
It's all coming together for us.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, this is quite the turnaround. All of a sudden, people are expressing their long-standing belief in us.
So this is why Makoto told us to post the calling card anywhere that might stand out.
Pretty smart move on her part. Oh, where is our amazing Miss President?
I don't know, but she should be right here enjoying this with us. Or talking to someone.
Hello? It's Makoto. My apologies, but I won't be able to join you today.
Aww.
I've been called into a meeting with the principal.
Oh dear.
There's no need to worry, though. More importantly, there was a special on TV about the Phantom Thieves.
Oh heck yeah.
Huh? What did it say?
They were talking all about our calling cards.
For real?
For real.
Anyway, my apologies about today. I'll have to see you all another time.
Yusuke, you say for real now too. Come on, join the club.
Who was that?
Makoto.
Really? Oh, that's freaking crazy!
Ryuji, you were so close.
Well, I hope all this excitement doesn't place us on the police's radar.
It'll be fine! No way they'd find out about that weird other world.
He's true.
True, but do you remember what the fake Kaneshiro said towards the end?
Another metaverse user.
Yeah, he said we're not the only ones who are doing it.
Not gonna let it bother me. As far as we know, he was just pulling that shit out of his ass.
I hope that's the case.
I don't know, this is the second person that said something about another metaverse user.
Anyways, in your face, Akechi.
Oh yeah!
Now what do you want to do about our next target?
Let's take down Akechi.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Still, people might expect a lot from our next move, considering how excited they're getting.
Aw man, yeah.
We can't just pick any old schmo now.
Yeah, we gotta pick Akechi.
There is no need to hurry, though. Counting Kamoshida, we've claimed 3 consecutive victories, right?
Look at all the people who are paying attention to Akechi. It's like, the Phantom Thieves are evil, blah blah blah. I'm a dick.
We should just lay low and wait for all this excitement to blow over.
Although, he might not have a palace, in which case...
In that case, how about we have another celebration?
I agree.
Oh, good idea. We can make it a welcoming party for Miss President, too.
Heck yeah, welcoming party for Makoto.
By the way, that briefcase, it's pretty damn expensive. Let's sell it and drop the cash on our party.
Sounds good.
Wow. Seems like the lay low and wait idea has gone completely out the window.
Hey, we're just a bunch of high school students partying like there's no tomorrow.
So we can count you out then, Morgana?
What are you talking about? I was just saying we should try and keep our party on the down low.
Yeah, let's go somewhere chill and expensive.
That's the spirit. Well, I'm gonna let Makoto know. Hi, Makoto. There's something we forgot to tell you. So,
What's wrong?
Hello? I hope you remember we have finals next week. Yusuke and Morgana excluded, of course. If you wish not to stand out, you had best not get bad grades, okay? That is something I simply would not be able to overlook as student council president.
But Ryuji always gets bad grades.
For now, behave and concentrate on your studies. We can have fun once finals are over. Understood?
It's like Ryuji said, if he gets good grades, he'll stand out even more because it'll be like, he's always gotten bad grades and now he's suddenly getting good grades. What's going on? What's happening? We don't understand. The universe cannot comprehend Ryuji getting good grades. And I've already been studying.
Care to explain?
I believe in what I wrote. The Phantom Thieves are just.
Have you figured out who they are?
No, I'm nowhere close. However, after considering all the facts, I concluded there are no errors in their acts or principles. Thus, upon deeming them to be on the side of justice, I have decided to end my investigation.
But that's impossible.
Impossible? May I see the evidence you have that leads you to believe so?
I was just speaking to the director of a prestigious college about your letter of recommendation, too.
There will be no need for that. I intend on getting into a good college by my own merit. Please excuse me.
Hey, we're not done here.
Dropped like the egg you look like, man.
Sir, it's me. I apologize for bothering you like this. About that. Yes, I am making progress. However, I have stumbled upon some difficulties.
Difficulty 1, leaving my desk. Difficulty 2, doing actual work. Difficulty 3, I couldn't get the student I had shirked my responsibilities off of to do her job, so now I have to do it because, you know, that's the job you gave me.
Still, why would someone as important as you be interested in a petty case like this? No, that's not what I meant. I will investigate with all the resources available to me.
Except my student council president.
Of course. I should be able to let you know relatively soon. Yes, I will bring good news. Well then, thank you for your...
Hung up on 2, man.
Damn it!
I'm home.
Hi, sis. You look tired. Is everything okay?
Don't worry about me. How about you, Makoto?
Yes, of course. Though, what is the point of studying?
What do you mean?
I was just wondering what will be waiting for me at the end. Even if I manage to push through tough entrance exams, I'm still thrust into a competitive society.
What else is there besides success? Don't ask me such childish questions.
Isn't this the man the Phantom Thieves sent a calling card for? I heard he confessed all his crimes.
Even the police couldn't figure out why. It really was out of nowhere. This would only make sense if his personality changed. That would be impossible.
Why does it matter? The police still caught him in the end, right?
I had plans set for a promotion, but no one can take credit for his arrest now with that confession. Not that a child would understand.
So she was pursuing the case after all. Promotion. You've changed, sis. But I'll be okay. I finally found a place where I belong.
I find it interesting that we never actually hear, and for obvious reason, but...
Ah, you're back.
Everything seems above board with you, but that doesn't mean you can slack off because summer's on the horizon, got it? Don't worry. This reaction is incredible. I'm honestly shocked to see it. It's only natural that people are surprised. Even the police were struggling to catch him. Yeah, by the way, you said you were called in by the principal? Did something happen? It was regarding my investigation of the incident with Mr. Kaneshiro. Don't worry, I didn't mention a word about any of you. I essentially told them I was unable to find any information. Thanks, Makoto. Don't mention it. I've graduated from my role as the exemplary honor student. From now on, I'm going to be more honest with myself. It's quite a refreshing feeling. What are you going to do now? Want to stay with the Phantom Thieves? That's my intention, assuming it wouldn't be any trouble. Welcome aboard. It'd actually be a big problem if you didn't stick with us. We should allow her to join us. It would be greatly convenient. Well then, I hope I can continue getting along with all of you. An advisor, huh? This new teammate of ours is pretty promising. We'll be able to do even more now. Alright. And with that being said,
I'll just add this.
I'm going to save and call it a day. Because it is definitely time. But as I was saying, real quick though, as I was going to say before, I find it interesting how we never actually hear Kaneshiro's confession. Because if you remember, his shadow didn't really sound all that remorseful. Just more of a kind of like a, oh yeah, well I'll go back to my real self and stop stepping on others and stuff. But then he was like, haha, you fools can't even use the metaverse right. You defeated me, but you're sitting here doing all this just thing and playing superheroes when like people are actually, where someone else is actually using the metaverse for their own gain, and that's cool. And it's weird because I'm curious as to how Kaneshiro sounded and what Kaneshiro was like after he had changed, but we never really get to see that. We only ever get to see his shadow. And Kaneshiro is interesting because and they mentioned this at the end of his, they mentioned this throughout the boss battle. Kaneshiro says a couple of lines like this. But Kaneshiro was stepped on. Basically, the reason why Kaneshiro did what he did is he was stepped on, completely. And he was in a pretty bad way, and no one would help him, and people would look down on him. So when he finally got a chance to get into a position of power, he seized it, and he started stepping on other people. And that's and I wonder, I'm just interested in knowing what Kaneshiro would have been like after we changed his heart, and actually hearing him directly instead of just being told he confessed. I understand why we don't, because it really doesn't make sense, but that's all I have to say about that. Anyways, that's it. I've already saved, so I'm gonna call it here now. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.